Hello YouTube, my name is Ben Griffin and today I'm going to be talking about the McLaren 720S pre-order edition. Now this car is different to the standard 720S. You can do an engine swap, it has more horsepower from the stock engine, I think it corners with more G, it's basically just a much better car, which is fantastic. However, the issue is getting one because, as the clue in the name suggests, you needed to pre-order the game, so that means even journalists such as myself, who got the game early, don't have this car, and the other being the Porsche 911 GT3 RS PO. That means this car is pretty damn rare, and it's also incredibly effective, so if you want it, you're going to have to hope it appears on the auction house, which is unlikely. But if you can get your mitts on one, and it does appear on the auction house occasionally, very occasionally, then you should go for it, because this car is best summarised as the downforce king. It takes corners with ridiculous pace. And actually it's one of those rare cars that is fairly easy to drive in rear-wheel drive. However, if you want to obliterate everything at the lights, then the all-wheel drive setup is the way to go. My fastest lap with this car is under 7.5 minutes, but that was anything but a flawless lap. So this car can almost compete with the Maserati MC12 FE, but biggest problem with this car is it just doesn't have the top speed for Goliath. So road circuits that don't have ridiculously long straights, it will be brilliant. Online, it'll be brilliant because it's fairly easy to drive consistently. But both the stock engine and the V12 top out at around 255 miles an hour, and that isn't enough. The MC12 FE will be doing 269, and so will the Porsche 911 GT3 RS PO. And if a car's doing 10 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour faster for about a minute of the circuit, well, that really adds up. Now the stock engine and the racing V12 are actually fairly similar in terms of output, but the latter is lighter, so you end up with a lighter car, and once you faff with the alloys, a bit of weight reduction, and you end up with an extremely light car, almost 1,000 kilograms. Now I think with some tuning, removal of downforce, because you've really got the G to make up for that, then I think this car could do considerably faster times. Is it quick enough to go under 7 minutes? Not entirely sure. I'd love to see if someone has done that, so let me know and actually give me some proof as opposed to just saying, I did it in 6 minutes 1! Because, as you'll see in my lap, it's not perfect. But most of the time I am at max speed, so where you can make up an extra 40, 45, 50 seconds, I'm not too sure. But then there are a lot of corners, and if you made up 1 or 2 seconds on each, then, well, it's possible. This video is in 2 sections. I've done 1 lap lightly edited with the stock engine and 1 lap lightly edited with the V12 racing V12, whatever it's called. The latter is faster, but it's weird. The McLaren 720S has a 4-litre twin-turbo V8. It may not be the best sound, but it's purposeful. I do love the turbo whoosh in that car as well. I've driven it in real life. It is phenomenal. But sticking a car engine from a racing Ferrari, I believe, it's just all kinds of wrong. If it's authenticity you want, keep it stock. If you want the fastest lap, then I think you are best served with the racing V12. I definitely think with a better driver at the wheel and a superior tuning setup, and this thing could be particularly dangerous. It is a really good car, and it's kind of irrelevant because most of you won't be able to get it, so that's just a little bit rubbish, unless of course it becomes a Forzathon shop purchase. If it does, you will see them absolutely everywhere, same as the 911 GT3 RS PO, which is next in the list. I've bumped the Ultima 1020 down a couple of slots because these 2 cars took me a long time to get. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. There are more Ben vs Goliath videos coming because I am still aiming to get under 7 minutes and actually post a video with the proof online. Not quite there yet, but I have narrowed it down to 2 cars that I know can do it. Whether I can, and whether I can tune the car to do that, I'm not so sure, but I'm gonna give it a go, because bloody come this far, haven't I? Please subscribe, please like, please comment if you have any experience with these cars and you think I can do better with them, or any questions about the game in general, then just let me know, drop a comment. Anyway, I shall now leave you with the 2 laps. If you want to skip to the best bit or one of the engines in particular, then you can check the timestamps in the description, along with a link to my tuning setup, both the video with 10 tips and a written guide I've done for a tribecalledcars.com.
Bye.